Ну и снова всем здравствуйте, ребят. Сегодня я решил поиграть в бокс. Просто поиграть. Взять разных бойцов, попробовать. Побиться. Так, как говорится, расслабиться, повеселиться немного. Запускаем наш эмулятор файт, чампион. Но вообще, ребят, скоро должен выйти бокс на ПК. И довольно-таки неплохой. Я вот тоже его жду. То ли в конце этого года появится, то ли в 2021 уже, точно неизвестно пока. Вот. Ну, друг со мной поделился информацией, ролик мне скидывал, где про этот бокс, в общем-то, рассказывали разработчики. Посмотрим, подождем.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Выйдет или нет, сколько он будет стоить. Пока в этот поиграем. Да, тут, кстати, есть история, режим истории в этом боксе, да. Кому интересно, если прохождение этой истории, пишите комментарии, стоит ли начать прохождение истории или нет. Ну, как-то так. А пока поехали, просто побьемся разными боксерами. Называется, вот он, кстати, режим чемпиона, по-моему, да? Сейчас посмотрим. Да-да. Ну ладно, пока его начинать не будем. Кому интересно, напишите. Я сделаю прохождение режима истории. А пока просто побьемся. Че, с Тайсона начать, наверное? Да, тут еще такая фишка. Если ты режим истории не прошел, да, тут многие боксеры, короче, закрыты, да, их нельзя брать. Так, ну Али мы не будем бить. Может, вот этого, Дэвид Хей. О, я понял, с кем может побиться. Ленокс Льюис. Его, кстати, Тайсон, по-моему, за ногу укусил. Ну, Тайсон много кого кусал. Голодный, наверное, был. То уши Холлифилда ему понравились. Интересная фраза такая была, писали в новостях, да? Когда Тайсон его за ухо укусил первый раз, в следующем раунде намеревался укусить за второе. Да, забавно, конечно, выглядело. Но Тайсон явно был в замешательстве. С головой было не все в порядке на тот момент. Так, настройки. Надо раундов побольше поставить. Давайте сделаем 15, да, по 3 минуты. Спасение колокольчиком. Любой раунд, пусть он спасается. Это не будем ставить, будем избивать его. Хотя, может, и он меня и забьет. Ладно, все, поехали. Жалко, конечно, есть много игр, UFC и все такие подобные, да, которые только на консолях, конечно. Тот же НХЛ. Может, в ближайшем будущем что-то выйдет все же на ПК.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to a sold-out boardwalk hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, for our main event of the evening.
Скажу сразу, я не профессиональный боксер, я вообще как бы просто любитель, да. Бокс нравится тоже. Возможно, меня самого и забыть здесь. Но это же все же развлечение, правильно? Ну, лица, в принципе, неплохие даже на тот момент, да, какого года игра. 11-го, по-моему. Да, плюс это еще эмулятор. — 44 нокаута показывает, что у Тайсона. 50 побед, 6 поражений. Грозный как это? Железный Майк, да? Железный Майк прозвище. Серьезный тип. Я, правда, забыл уже, как управление. Походу вспомнил. Судья предупреждает не кусаться, голову вниз не опускать.
15 rounds scheduled here in this much anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number 1. Lewis is getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Nice strike after catching one by Lewis.
У него руки длинные. О, хорош. Обниматься он лезет. Я что, тебе женщина, что ли?
Power puncher versus the ultimate power puncher. How's it gonna go?
Well, when you have more than power, it goes your way. Tyson has speed. He has a good style. He has an ability to be elusive. The other guy only has power. It's going to go Tyson's way. He has too many.
Ты чё, блин? О, хорош прямой прошел Джефф.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Lewis is able to avoid that punch. This must be so discouraging for Lennox Lewis's opponent. He gave him his best, he hit him with his best, and Lewis stands up to it.
Тайсон-то руки короткие.
That's a hook right to the flank. Lennox Lewis doing what he does best, and that is firing off that jab.
Ну-ка. О.
Head movement. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, so we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Mike Tyson.
О, хорош.
Nice work with the overhand right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Lennox Lewis. Good power.
Ох, отлично как, а.
Look at this swarming attack. Lewis is taking a barrage of punches. He could go down.
Looks like my screen door on my back porch. I mean, the mosquitoes, there's so many of them. Some are getting through.
And we come to the end of round number 1. This is a good, consistent performance from him early on. He's been scoring with headshots.
What his opponent needs to do now is come up with a little solution for this. He needs to take his jab away. The jab is keeping him on the outside. Move your head to the side a little bit.
Интересно, победил я в этом раунде, нет?
Keep this fight in the center of the ring, okay? Okay, listen.
У Льюиса погоняло лев с Ямайки.
Lewis's opponent is not seeing the damaged goods he was opposite of in the last round. This is a different fighter starting this round right here. Tyson's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend.
Отлично.
One of them is to block. He did it there well. Scoring well with that hook by Mike Tyson. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
Да хорош обниматься, Льюис.
That's what he's doing, not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Comes right back at him with a left hand. A little head hunting with the right. Is feeling the impact of that powerful hook. Effective work with that flush overhand right. And now he's targeting upstairs. Good exchange, scoring well with the right hand. Scores up top with the left. And once again he returns fire up top.
Don't let him get to you, kid.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Да хорош, я ж тебе сказал.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Lennox Lewis. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Let's talk about the persona of a prime Mike Tyson for a moment here, because this is a guy that comes down to the ring wearing nothing but black trunks, black shoes, and maybe occasionally a torn towel over his head, and he's already in a full sweat. He gives you the impression that he's in mid-fight, and the fight's not going to last much longer.
No, he gives you the impression he wants to give you. That you're in there with a guy that is, dark, a guy that is Darth Vader, a guy that's going to hurt you. He gives you just the impression.
Ох ты, отличный импульс был, а? Че, подымется, нет? Наверное, все-таки подымется.
Lewis is back up, but is he back in the fight?
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps and stop it. He's not right.
Так, ну ладно, гонка его спасает пока. Так, у меня режим, по-моему, про стоит. Там, по-моему, еще сложнее есть. Я точно не помню. Но не слабый, не новичок. Давай, Майк, давай, выйди, убей этого обезьяну. Девушки вдохновляют боксеров.
New round underway here. He's hoping that it doesn't look like the last stanza where he was knocked down.
Well, this is a sport.
Ох ты, отлично. Давай, давай.
Very tangible. It's not just a notion, the hope. It's attached to his jab. It's attached to his head movement. He has a good jab. He has good head movement. Guess what? He has hope. He'll be okay the next round.
Oh, how about that? Comes back with a power punch of his own. Tyson's coming up big here early on in the fight because he just showed his opponent, hey, listen, you got to be careful. I can counterpunch you.
No better way to slow down your opponent. We know the other way you slow him down. You hit him right on the shin and you make him say, hey, I don't want to walk in. But when you make him miss and you counter, that slows him down too.
Focus! One!
A solid uppercut by Lennox Lewis. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. Denies his opponent, comes with the overhand right.
Так, надо отдохнуть, что у меня выносливость.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Big shot.
Вы это видели, он меня ушатал, а? Вот так вот бывает. И чё, он не встает? Офигеть, вот так вот.
The fight. Lennox Lewis has gunned down yet another opponent. A knockout victory.
Вот это поворот, да?
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just one good punch to end the evening. Mike Tyson's a knockout victim here tonight.
One good punch and one mistake at the wrong time.
Слушай, такое положение дел меня не устраивает. Реванш. Я тебя изметелю сейчас. Ну ладно, это первый бой был, я давно не играл в этот бокс. Ну все, блядь, гад.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Right to the head with that right. Lennox Lewis with a mighty left. Tyson's showing that walking stick right now, utilizing the jab. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Huge power punch from Iron Mike. Fans have certain expectations when they come to a Mike Tyson fight. They don't mind if it ends in 20 seconds. Do you expect it to be a quick one today?
Tyson expects it to. And that's more important than what I expect. He's going to go out there and he's going to put his best foot forward to make that happen.
А? Ну чё ты? Давай, свои.
Lennox Lewis blocks that punch. Little head knocking with that right hand. Lennox Lewis's jab can do so much there. He used it well that time. Wow, is he defensively sound. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Как тебе такое, а?
And Lennox lands the uppercut. Good looking counter punch. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Lewis. Smart jab by Lewis. Oh, and there you go.
А так, как ты на это смотришь, а?
Lewis is still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Lewis. Well, Tyson sees this just about every time he steps into the ring. He's up against a taller man here.
Yeah, but he also understands that once he starts getting close, guess what? That guy becomes a midget.
He gets off with a combination up top. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Lewis. Unbelievable pace. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Hackler Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
Mike Tyson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. A well-placed overhand right.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Let's go.
Гонка его спас.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Давай, Майк, соберись.
He doesn't like that, kid. Keep working your body. Take something.
Хотя в прошлом бою бы мог, в принципе, подняться, я просто не знал, куда толком жать. Забыл уже.
Don't get careless, okay? Don't fight.
Он сейчас восстановится, Льюис, в углу у себя. Так, ну ладно.
Lewis is making it look like the start of a fresh fighter. Remember, he was stunned in that last round, but Teddy, he looks fully recovered now.
Well, it tells me two things. One, he has good genetics. He recovers fast, you know, physically. But it also tells me he had a good camp. He came here in great shape, and he's getting the benefit of that right now.
You see how he timed that overhand right?
Фига он меня по корпусу пробил, а?
Side to side. Lewis is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. You see him zeroing in with that left hand to the body.
Let's see some more head movement.
Was it that obvious right from the start that this physical specimen that you were seeing as a 12, 13, 14-year-old was going to end up being the pro fighter we're seeing in the ring now?
Well, Costamato, the first day we had in the gym, said to me, you're going to have a chance maybe to train your first heavyweight champ if this guy stays interested, if he gives us a chance to develop him.
Combo lands to the head. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Able to land the jab. Keep those hands up. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Very accurate with the overhand right. Combination to the head. Now that's some fine work right there by Lewis. Right hand over the top. He counters back after denying his opponent's shot. Tyson's now showing us something that could have a great impact on this fight, Teddy, and that's his ability to counter.
Yeah, he's mixing it up a little bit. We know he can lead, we know he can get off first, but now this dimension serving him well.
Landing two jabs by Lewis. And a big right hand comes crashing home from Tyson. Scored well up top. Not able to land the headshot. Tyson's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Hook lands from Lennox Lewis. Comes right back with a shot of his own. A well-targeted classic 1-2 by Lewis. Well-placed hook there.
Что у меня силы быстро кончаются, да?
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Lennox Lewis really loves throwing the jab, and you can see it here. We come to the end of this round.
О, у меня уже глаз заплывает, а?
Maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him.
Ну-ка, Льюис, фейс покажите, а? Как у него там?
Forward, where my guy is well suited, he can pick him off a little bit.
Just keep doing what you're doing. You got this. Just
Да, у Майка глаз как бы это не очень хорошо.
look, you're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body.
Может гематома быть?
And round number 3 is underway.
Давай, давай.
Lewis is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp.
Вот это отлично. Подкараулил я его.
hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Relax, relax.
Gets rid of that body shot. He digs in with an uppercut after blocking that shot away.
Да цепись-то.
More than just the physical ability to withstand punishment, Lennox Lewis is showing us that he's a tough guy, that he can make a decision to survive it. That's what he's done.
Хорош обниматься.
Blocks the headshot. Through the years, especially in the heavyweight division, there have been some guys that can throw a good right uppercut. But when Tyson fully dips and gets all that body behind it, it's as good a right uppercut as we've ever seen.
Yeah, it's coming from Brooklyn. You know, it's coming from a place that really you wish that you didn't have to visit because you get hit with that punch. He's putting everything into it, but he sets it up nice. He hits you behind the back a little bit in the rib area, and then all of a sudden, when your arm moves a little bit, it's coming up the middle.
Doing well here with that two-punch combination. Wow, Teddy, he's got some great hand speed there. That combination was an example of it.
Yeah, it was. You know, not a lot of power, not a lot of pop with it, but boy, it catches your attention. And you know what? That kind of speed can intimidate a guy and keep his opponent maybe from moving his hands later on.
He scores with the jab there. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
Keeps doing what you do.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Tyson's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. And that's the end of round 3.
Good, good. This work.
Start of round number 4. Mike
Так, ну я пока выигрываю, покажу.
really carried this fight so far. He's up 3 rounds to zip on your scorecard.
Yeah, and again, it's because of what you just touched on. He's been a sharpshooter all night long.
Another flush shot to the head. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Comes across with a hook up top. Lennox Lewis is coming out to fight this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, any idea? Do you think he's recouped enough here?
Well, we're going to find out very quickly by looking at his legs. You're going to look downstairs just like you look downstairs in the basement of a house to see whether or not those bricks are in place. Or
Стоечку
whether or not
поменяем.
some of the mortar has kind of disappeared and the bricks are a little loose. We want to see if those legs are stable, if they're firm.
Nice work, Tyson with the hook. Tyson showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Halfway through round number 4. A target on his head, and he places the hook.
Отлично.
He is leveled. How could he
Всё?
possibly get up from that?
О, нормально, у него гематома, смотрите, глаз не открывается. Все. Это тебе за прошлый бой.
Mike Tyson's able to
3
come
раунда он
up with a
продержался.
shocker here. Out of nowhere, early on, a knockout victory.
And does it with one shot that he never saw.
And a good one.
Давайте кого-нибудь другого возьмем сейчас. О, я понял, что мы сейчас сделаем. Так. Не знаю, получится, нет так. Так, давайте какого-нибудь легковеса возьмем сейчас. Так, вот малый вес, да? Вообще дрищ, да? Очень легкий вес, но это совсем уже. Так, тяжелый. Вот этот легкий вес, очень легкий вес. Давай-ка вот этого. Так, я сейчас хочу, короче, чувака взять. Если получится. Вот этого. Два боксера не могут иметь разницы больше, чем в 2 весовых категории. Выбери подобные весовые категории. Так, ладно, надо кого-то, значит, это... Легкий вес давайте возьмем. Ну вот этого Машлысова. Или вот этого с бородкой. Так, тяжелый вес нет. Давайте вот этот легкий, да? Да, вот этого лысого. Вот этого давайте, ладно. Так, а здесь сейчас мы возьмем тяжелый вес, да? Где этот Баттербин? Вот этот Баттербин на самом деле боксер. Он это... я уже не помню, как он попал в бокс, но, короче, уже таким возрастным. И он как бы такой здоровый, да, большой. Его хватало всего на 4, максимум на 6 раундов. Он больше биться не мог, короче. Ну, у него выносливости не хватало. Ну, то, что он масса большая, да, толстый такой. Вот, но бывали бои, можете посмотреть на ютубе там или где-нибудь в интернете. У этого толстяка, короче. Где он? Что, пропустил его, что ли? То есть, если он выигрывал, да, то это буквально там, ну, быстро, да, там в первых раундах. Если он до 4, там, до 6 раундов не смог чувака там нокаутировать, да, он потом бои проигрывал. То есть он просто выдыхался и все. Где он, елки? А, у него, наверное... Так, у него, наверное, супер тяжелый вес, да? Вот он, елки. Давай-ка. Блин. Тоже не дает. Ну ладно, мы возьмем тогда средний вес. Средний вес. Тут, кстати, Рой Джонс, по-моему, есть, да? Ламота тоже есть. Марвин Хаглер. О, Келли Павлик тоже неплохой боксер. Сейчас не знаю, как он там выступает. Вот этот боксер будет в истории главным героем, но он пока закрытый, да, пока историю не пройдешь. Большинство закрытых, они в истории будут попадаться. Что-то я не вижу этого. Давай-ка вот этого Келли Павлика возьмем. 2 лысых чувачка, пусть они. Ну чё, Баттербин? Растрястите тебе пузо. Я заметил, тут в этом боксе как-то крови почему-то нет. 44 года ему. 400 футов вес.
Kelly Pavlik's making his way to the ring now, and he looks very focused for this fight. Butterbean's ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see
реально
the
мясо
intensity on
такое.
his face.
Его бы в джунгле, его бы там африканские ганнибалы эти сожрали бы. На вертель бы его и на костре зажарили.
His professional record stands at 36 impressive wins, 32 of them by knockout and 2 losses.
Ладно, хорош.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do as round one is underway. Right to the body. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Kelly Pavlik. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Clean shot with the right. Punches and bunches, combination up top. And now a well-placed hook to the head. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Kelly Pavlik. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Teddy, I don't think he's got vision sticking around too long. He's landing power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. Pavlik's crushed by a huge uppercut. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Pulls the trigger fast. Pavlik's combination punching is working well here. Butterbean's right hand scores well. A lot of Kelly Pavlik fights have ended very early. What should we expect early on in this?
Какой-то в большом куше Микки Цыган, да? Там же тоже был такой жирный, да? Давай, говорит, ты пидор жирный.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Kelly Pavlik. Pavlik's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
Бля, ну удар-то мощный, сука.
Not many have gone the full distance with Kelly Pavlik, and he's facing an opponent tonight who understands those circumstances because he's used to using that eraser.
You always worry about a guy that has that big power, and I'm sure Pavlik's people are going to want to make sure they don't look for their power. They're going to look to box and defuse the other guy's bomb.
Well-timed counter shot, the overhand right after the block punch. Pavlik's hurt by a superb hook to the head. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. That's it. Pavlik's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Butterbean's proving to be elusive. Able to bring the hook down low. We come to the end of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. And looking up at these corners, you can see the cutman obviously getting to work as they do after every round. What makes a great cutman?
Well, he's got to have the right medicines, the right coagulants to stop that. Usually Avitine, thrombin, adrenaline. But the most important thing, Joe, is he has to be calm. He has to be able to identify where that cut is. Maybe there's more than one cut. You got to be calm enough to see the whole picture, the whole landscape, clean it off, put pressure on it, get that medicine in there, keep your fighter from getting excited. And then you need a fighter who's going to get on his wheels a little bit, give the medicine a chance to work.
Body shot.
A well-placed left hand up top.
Давай, Баттербин.
Able to land with the right. Kelly Pavlik so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Oh, he took something. Kelly Pavlik stunned by that shot. Body shot lands. It was the right. Kelly Pavlik jacks up by an uppercut. Halfway through round number 2. Good step back counter punch there. Butterbean's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand.
Надо уходить из угла.
Butterbean's trainer's already screaming at him from the corner. I mean, what else is there to do when back-to-back hooks land upstairs? And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right. So he decides to go downstairs.
Блять!
Big shot crashing home.
Блять, этот дохлый такой.
And right to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ага, готов.
No doubt about it, Kelly Pavlik is hurt as he rises up to beat the count.
Well, you just said it, Joe. His legs are hurt. He can't go on the wheels to survive. He's got to get inside and tie his man up.
Wow, what an uppercut. Pavlik's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. We better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
Pavlik's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. And that's the end of round 2.
Я тебя, сука, и забью, мешок. Настоящий мешок, блядь.
Certain tone in that corner that every trainer wants. They are bubbling with confidence. They know they can go out and accomplish things again. He's going around now, Teddy, like his legs are made out of wet noodles.
Yeah, my mother was boiling the water because she used to make sure that that water boiled and boiled and was never al dente. These legs are not al dente.
That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. And now he's targeting upstairs. Pavlik's doing what every trainer wants to see a fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. Teddy, he's trying to punch his way out of this damage he's incurred, but that's not the answer.
No, he's in a rainstorm. He needs an umbrella. And instead, he's running right out into the rain.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
Ух ты, попал сильно, блядь.
Pulls the trigger fast. Kelly Pavlik's trying to get back to where he was here in this round. He was knocked down in the last round. Now, Teddy, when you're the opponent and you knock the guy down, those opening few moments of the next round, do you try to size up and kind of take into account where your opponent is? Do you look into his eyes and assess the situation?
Well, I don't know if you get close enough to look right into his eyes as an opponent. But first of all, in the corner, you better not send your fighter out if his eyes don't look clear. That's your responsibility, looking out for the fighter. But as the opponent out there, you look at his legs. If his legs look a little wobbly, you get right on him.
Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good right hand. Pulls the trigger fast. And now he scores well with a straight right. Final minute of a round that'll go down in the history books. Butterbean's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch.
тебя все равно завалю, блядь.
Kelly Pavlik's nailed by that shot. Absolutely rocked. He could go down here, Teddy. He has found his groove with this right hand. Little head hunting with the left. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. Double jab, such a useful tool, especially to the body like that. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now, I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
Keep your head moving. Butterbean scoring with that right hand.
Давай, бля, мешок падает.
Well placed, well timed combo.
Охуеть его болтает.
That's the end of round 3.
No doubt about it. You are losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot. Look at me. Knock this motherfucker out.
Мазафакер что-то ругается там, да?
Listen, I'm not gonna stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand?
Сейчас это, где у него гематома, мойкой так порезать, да, кровь брызнет.
Start of round number 4 as we look at Teddy's scorecard. I think this is pretty much what we expected. We thought it would be a good, fair, competitive, balanced fight, and it's even so far.
No, not much to separate the two fighters. Right now, both of them working on the outside using the jab. I think it's going to come down to, does one guy decide to have a more educated jab? Maybe hook off it, do something a little bit more with that jab.
Nice strike after catching one by Kelly Pavlik. Kelly Pavlik's got to do a better job. He is getting rocked. Good strong combo. Pavlik's once again the target of a hook.
Work the body.
Давай, давай, мешок.
Pavlik's able to land a good, solid left hand. Committing to the combo now. Oh! He was
Туша такая, все.
right there. One punch knockout.
Он не понимает, где он находится. Бля, как они его поднимают, как у них силы хватает.
So he's unable to recover from that one clean shot. This bout ends by way of knockout.
You know, obviously I'm not in his body, so you never know what's really going on, but I just was wondering a little bit.
Так, кого еще можно взять, а? Наверное, последний бой сейчас давайте сыграем. Легковесов взять, может быть. Оба легковеса. Их так мухачами называют, да? Хотя можно... Ну-ка, а если Роя Джонса взять? Санни Листон. Ну-ка, с Холлифилдом давайте попробуем Джонса. С кем-то, помню, Рой Джонс из наших боксеров дрался. По-моему, так, если не ошибаюсь. С Валуевым, что ли? Точно не помню. Валуев, если честно, как боксер днище был. Блять, здоровый, да. Действительно, каменная башка, блять. Вот фильм был про него с его участием. А как боксер... А, я помню, Чигаев. Узбекский, по-моему, что ли, боксер. Валуева ушатал. Стал чемпионом мира.
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to us.
Чё там, дедушка Холлифилд, как дела у тебя? Давай, Рой Джонс, танцы свои, а?
Well, we've been waiting all week to call this one. Teddy, what kind of fight are you expecting?
Oh, the kind of guys that they get insulted if you miss them, Joe.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Solid hook upstairs. He just missed that shot up top. Jones is doing well here with that two-punch combination. There's that overhand right. Got a fast fighter on one side here, Teddy, against a high motor guy on the other side. A guy that will be there working all night long. What kind of fight do you expect?
Well, I think what you want if you're the fast fighter is you want to relax a little bit. Not go out and just shoot too fast early. Keep it nice and steady and control range a little bit.
Hits him in the mug with the right. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Solid right by Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr. showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Flush right hand to the head. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Will you look at this? Look at this pace that these two are fighting at so early in the fight. Teddy, each man must have been determined to think they can get the other one out of here early.
Yeah, I want to see who blinks first, though. That's what's interesting to me. Who changes? They can't both keep this up.
Crashes home a headshot after blocking his opponent. Up top with the right hand. Jab and a straight right by Evander Holyfield. Fine looking right hand by Roy Jones. Evander Holyfield's on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. Holyfield with a huge left. Good flush shot upstairs. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Roy Jones. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Great hook to the head that time. Big left hand from Evander Holyfield. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Round comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy week. You've been training some pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and the pro football game.
Yeah, there are. You know, physical ones.
Опа, ну нифига он серию провел, а?
The physical ones are when I work with some of these behemoths.
Вы это видели? Вот это он мне в пятачину дал, а? А как он упал-то, посмотрите, плашной. Это вообще жесть. Офигеть.
Roy Jones Jr. hitting the deck but rising up.
Well, when you drop your hands, you pull back, you do all those things. Sooner or later, there's a chance you're going to hit the deck. Now it's up to Jones to find a way to survive.
Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in.
Ну, Джонс, давай.
Huge uppercut by Evander. Nice combination by Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr. is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Watch the hook.
Well done, Holyfield, left hand. Unable to score with the hook. Roy Jones Jr. is tagged by that powerful hook. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Да, ты опять обнимочки.
On the inside. A sharp hook to the head by Evander Holyfield. Zones in on that overhand right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. There's another left hand from him. Roy Jones Jr. with a royal right. Hard to believe they can still give like this in these final moments of what has been a sensational round.
I feel like I'm back at the amusement park on a roller coaster again, like a kid.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Good job on the two-punch combo by Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr. is making for a clinic here in combination punching.
Well, the first couple punches here, Joe, they're throwaway punches to really set up the payoff down the road. You see the third punch, the fourth punch, the fifth punch. They're the ones that wind up landing.
How about that left hand? A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round.
Да, мне кажется, этого тяжело будет одолеть. Хотя у него тоже гематома уже есть, надо туда бить.
How do you treat him? Do you go soft on him when he comes back, or do you get right in his face? What's the way to approach it?
You have to know your fighter. You have to know the temperament of your fighter. Some guys, you know, they just kind of crawl up into a ball and they don't come out of it if you get too strong with them. Other guys, they react well to that. So you got to know what he reacts to, first of all. And the most important thing, you have to get information. Why did he get dropped? You had your right hand down, you got hit the hook. Get your right hand up. You'll be okay.
Big left hand from Roy. Jones is out there for another round after being knocked down in the last round. We know what happens in the 60 seconds with a fighter who was damaged, but what about those 60 seconds in the opposing corner, Teddy?
You know, Joe, that's a great question. And I remember my mentor, Customato, when we were training fighters, he used to always say, look, you know you're a banger, and this guy happens to be a banger. Well, if you hit a guy clean, you know you hurt him. But he's not going to show you. He's going to act like a pro. He's going to con you. He's going to act like that didn't hurt him. But you have to remember, hey, it hurt him. So go after him like he showed it, even if he's not showing it.
Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs. Evander Holyfield's rocked by a huge hook to the head. Teddy, you can try to put a label on Roy Jones Jr., but I don't know that you can necessarily classify him as any one style of boxing.
No, he's a guy that breaks the rule book. He would drive traditional trainers batsy. I mean, it really would get nuts because he does everything you're not supposed to do. He pulls back from punches instead of slipping them. He drops his hands instead of keeping his hands up. He dares you to make a mistake, and he dares you to catch him while he's making mistakes. If there's ever a guy that you could compare him to, I would say a little bit to Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali was the engineer. He was the pioneer of making wrong right.
A shooting right hand by Roy Jones. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Опять.
Solid left hand to the head. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Evander Holyfield's almost looking foolish that time he missed so bad. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Oh, and the headshots now are landing. Back-to-back hooks by Evander Holyfield. Hey, let's go! Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Super two-punch combo by Roy Jones. And that does it for this round.
Jab and move. Jab and move. Okay, listen. Body and head. Body and head.
Ну сколько раундов-то выдержит против него? О, нормально у него гематома вообще.
Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Будем туда бить ему.
control, all right? You got that? You're in control. So take your time.
Our first chance to take a look at Teddy's scorecard.
Прям пока выигрывает.
4 is underway. Holyfield's in control so far, 2 rounds to 1. Still anybody's fight. I think he's been the busier guy, though.
Yeah, he has been the busier guy, and also he's been the better real estate agent. You know, location, location, location. He's been in the right position for his style. He's been in tight.
Blocking a score. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Nice block. Holyfield's combination punching is working well here. Sizzling hand speed we saw moments ago. Heck of a combination, but
Блять, опасно,
pretty easy to
опасно.
get it off when you're that fast.
Yeah, it is. And what it causes too is, besides us saying, ooh, that we see those quick hands and the judges, you know, marking it down. Also, it makes the opponent keep his hands in his pocket. He's afraid to move his hands because the other guy's so much faster.
Evander Holyfield snapping out that jab. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Scored well up top. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. What an impact that left hand just made by Evander Holyfield. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Evander Holyfield. Unable to land clean by Roy Jones. You see, he comes over the top with that right hand. A real solid shot. Not much action as he just ties up. Effective counter-punching. Blocks it. Evander Holyfield's been hurt. Big shot he just scored with. Up off the deck and now in control.
Все-таки его гематома сыграла злую шутку. Он плохо видел, походу, уже. Да видно было, он уже уставал. Встает, сука.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Jones has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Good exchange, he fires back. Able to block that away, it was targeted for his head. Well targeted 2-punch combo by Roy Jones. Jones is just bubbling over with confidence now. Hey, that happens when you score a knockdown in the last round.
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's nothing greater than that. I mean, that's like somebody, that's like your boss coming and saying, hey, here's a bonus out of nowhere. You feel pretty darn good.
Пятый раунд уже. Долго держится, блядь.
No, they don't do that.
Come on. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Roy Jones Jr.'s great by an uppercut. That's as good as it gets right there. A crushing uppercut by Evander Holyfield. Good combination to the head. Good defensive skill. To the head he goes with a left hand. Holyfield's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Jones is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
Давай.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Nice uppercut from Roy. Well, sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. The left hand coming into play by Evander Holyfield.
Let's see some more head move. Get out of the way.
Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Evander Holyfield. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Roy Jones Jr. is not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Blocks away that headshot. Evander Holyfield's putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. He's clinching a lot here, Teddy. Now, do you think that's the best way to deal with the after effects of the knockdown?
Yeah, as long as you're not reaching, as long as you're not overextending yourself to grab the guy, because then you could leave yourself open, and then you're going to, well, you're going to be on the floor again.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. You see, he sits and waits and then strikes with that counter punch by Roy Jones. Goes up top with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives the left. Jones's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. And now he's targeting upstairs. The combo lands upstairs.
Так, секундочку. Блять, отвлекся, и пиздец проебало.
Jones is damaged right now, Teddy. That last round was really costly.
А, меня гонг спас, да? Реально отвлекся и пропустил. Ну все, блядь, иди сюда, нахуй, дед.
Good combination punching by Evander Holyfield. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Roy Jones. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Jones has got a little
Нихуя въебало.
Counter punch scored.
Блять, откуда он силы на такие удары?
Fires right back at him. Able to block and counter back. Oh, and that's great work right there. The overhand right after blocking his opponent's shot. He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Roy Jones Jr. with a royal right. I like that step back right there. Just
он мне в ответочку как засадил, да?
But still close enough to then land the counter punch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
It's hard to believe that at this late stage of the fight, both men are able to give as much as they are given.
This is how you find out where somebody is brilliant. This is where you find out where somebody is special and does extraordinary things by pushing them to a difficult place.
Landing a two-punch combo by Roy Jones. Holyfield's left now getting into the mix. He missed with that headshot. You see him with the left of the head there? And he returns on that exchange. Right hand over the top. He counters back after denying his opponent's shot. Scores with the combo to the head. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Уже сил нету.
Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed.
Сейчас реально один удар и все.
Went to the body there, but unable to connect. And we come to the end of the round.
Beautiful.
Look at that swollen eye. Holyfield's eye is basically shut.
Well, right now he's got to concentrate harder than he has before. Maybe
Ну да, у него все-таки тяжелый вес, у меня
he's
средний.
got to make sure that he sees everything coming at him. Somehow finds a way, even looking through that little slit.
If that keeps up, this is going to be a good night. The right hand scored by Evander Holyfield. Blocks that belt line well. There's a straight right hand. Took a shot, now he gets a left. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Evander Holyfield. Carries that punch intended for the head.
Doing what you're doing.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Able to dismiss that body shot.
Бля, пробил серьезно.
Targeting that head with the combination punching.
Охуеть, он болтается, смотрите, да? Пиздец мне.
His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body.
Смотрите на Джонса, а.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Ему пизда.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Evander Holyfield's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block
Нахуй не
those punches
дотянет.
away. Roy Jones Jr. is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
Вот эти, он еле живой, блядь.
Holyfield's throwing wide punches. If I'm standing opposite of that, I jump on it.
Yeah, well, if you're the fighter, that's where you have to be kind of like into a Kodak moment, where you take a picture and you say, okay, remember that, and the next time, bang, I'm going to take advantage.
Этот тоже сдох уже. Семь раундов, они уже еле живые.
Start of round number 8. Roy Jones Jr. is in good position. If you look at your scorecard, Teddy, you've got him up slightly, but still a lot of this fight to go.
Yeah, you don't become a champion by just winning halfway through. That is the testing of a champion. That's the testing of a top professional fighter. Keep it up, keep that concentration.
Блять, откуда у него силы столько, а, в ударе?
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Double jab upstairs. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Jones is picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands and his corner understands that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
And he just holds on there. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Evander Holyfield's failure to get away from his opponent's right hand is really the difference in this fight.
Yeah, it is. He continues to get hit with the same punch. Needs to slip to the left.
Good job with another left hand. Solid right by Roy Jones.
Боксеры измотаны на самом деле.
Roy Jones Jr. is going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. Targets the hook after blocking that shot. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Evander Holyfield.
Move your head.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Double jab there by Roy Jones.
Сил нет уже у боксеров.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Great work offensively landing that combination by Roy Jones. Holyfield's nailed by a hook. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
Nice one.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. And the round comes to an end. In between rounds here, Evander Holyfield's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Oh, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have two eyes, right? Use the good one.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Roy Jones. Now he ties up there. Evander Holyfield's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Good, clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Evander Holyfield.
Keep it up.
And there's the left hand working well for him again. Roy able to block that punch. Good return fire that time. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Roy Jones.
Блять, сил совсем нет уже.
Able to land the hook to the head. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. That's a solid hook by Evander Holyfield. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
В ударе нету силы уже, все. Выносливость уже.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Evander Holyfield. Good defensive guard now by Evander Holyfield. That's a solid right hand by Evander Holyfield. Fine hook by Roy Jones Jr. Real excellent work there. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
Блять, еще промахиваюсь.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one.
Давно я так не дрался, а?
Evander Holyfield's getting back to basics. A good solid jab. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Силы нету даже на серию ударов из двух повесить. Сука, ну он все стоит, 10 раундов.
His opponent now is going to come out even faster. So if you're the trainer, the first thing you say is, hey, take a deep breath, get yourself together.
Он активизировался,
know you're tired. You're not tired.
Holyfield's dealing with the aftermath of being rocked, but yet he hasn't changed anything. He's still sticking with that style.
Well, that means panic has not set in. That's a good thing, Joe. He still believes he can get this thing done the way he came here to get it done.
Didn't get it done going to the body there. You know, it's one thing to be a catcher in baseball, but you don't want to be one in boxing, and that's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, and he's got to find a way to pitch.
Roy Jones Jr. so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Huge right hand from Holyfield. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Jones is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. That's it. That's it. Keep working the body. Jones is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Brings the hook that time. Overhand right can be so effective. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Они уже как пьяные.
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Pulls the trigger fast. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Holyfield connects with a huge right hand. Protecting his head well with his guard. You know from watching his career, Roy Jones Jr. is not the kind of guy who backs down from him.
Сука, походу все, а?
He's got to try to get up. Roy Jones Jr.'s down, and he looks to be out.
Now we're going to see what's inside this man.
Давай, 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 друг, вставай. Походу хуй встанет.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Evander Holyfield bombs away, worked again. Knockout victory for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout,
Дед победил, блядь. Ну ладно, тебе повезло. У меня сил не хватило. Так, а сколько я раундов выиграл у него? Так. Ну, типа он больше у меня выиграл, да? Хотя, тут, видишь, разные судьи по-разному дают. Два судьи дали одинаково, один дал в пользу Holyfield. Ну ладно. Ладно, ребят, все, на этом буду заканчивать. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, как говорится, жмите колокола, пишите комментарии. Ну и так, кто хочет историю в этом боксе посмотреть прохождение, пишите в ВК, сюда, на YouTube. Ладно, всем пока, до встречи, удачи всем.